Hello, today I will present you a video review of the Scale 75 flash paint set for painting faces and skin colors. The set is with 8 colors to create different flesh tones. They have super matte finish and they are valid for brush and airbrush application. The paints are in a very nice box. Total of 8 colors: pale skin, light skin, golden skin, basic flesh, pink flesh, Arabic shadow, Indian shadow and African shadow. There is an opening here which is very nice. You can see bottles with the actual colors, not like other paint sets where you cannot see the bottles. Let's see what's inside. There is also a small sheet with instructions in different languages: Spanish, English, French and Italian. How to paint Indian skin and white skin. It's a nice addition, maybe for beginners. The 8 bottles of the paints. One important thing is that the bottles are not opened here, so don't squeeze them. Don't squeeze them because you will end up with a mess. You have to drill an opening here before squeezing the bottle. I will use a 1.2 millimeter drill. Don't push too much because there's danger of paint spilling. A small opening is enough. I will drill the other bottles and we'll see you after a while. Okay, so all bottles are drilled with the drill bit. I usually put into the bottles also these stainless steel paint mixers in each of the bottles. One, maybe two are enough for good shaking. You can hear the mixer inside. Okay, let's see the actual paints. I will put a very tiny drop from each color on the palette. They look very consistent. With high pigmentation. The bottles are new, and that's why they don't need much shaking, but when they sit a while on the shelf they will need a very good shaking to properly mix the pigment. Okay, this is the pale skin. The pale skin, this is golden skin. Light skin, this is base flesh. Pink flesh, Arabic shadow, the Indian shadow in the African shadow. Okay, I will make some tests on the Alpine spearhead from the Fallschirmjäger. I've tried depends how long they will stay on the wet palette. Those are about 10 days on the for 10 days on the wet palette. They are still workable. They need a slight wetting with the brush. And they're still workable. Of course, it's best to use them when they are fresh, but sometimes the uh, the time is not enough to paint it in one session, so it will need several sessions, and this is a very nice quality of the paint that will stay longer on the wet palette. I will use the several of the colors. They are quite thick in consistency. Very nice pigment. Consistency. This is a basic flesh, pink flesh. I will use also light skin and the pale skin. For the shadows, of course, the Indian shadow. And a bit of the African shadow. Colors are very nice and very rich. I will mix some of the basic flesh and the pink flesh for the base skin color. About 50-50% for Caucasian skin color. The base color may be applied in thick layer to cover for better coverage. When applying in layers, it's best to wait for the previous layer to dry fully. You can use the hair dryer to speed the process of the drying of the paint. The paint is covering very well. Very dense pigment. Now I will wait the paint to dry, the base layer to dry fully, and we'll proceed with the highlights, shadows and the eyes. For the lips I mixed Indian shadow with the basic skin color. You can use various shades with mixing the 8 colors in the set to achieve different variations for the flesh colors. It's best to apply in very thin layers, gradually making the highlights and the shadows. You can use the light skin and pale skin for the most erased areas of the face. The nose, for example. The chin, the cheeks. I'm applying the highlight now almost like a wash, very thin. I really like those paints. They have very good blending characteristics. They have dense pigment, very consistent. The selection of colors is it's very good also, and they dry flat. For example, the Vallejo dries slightly satin. There is a comparison here. In final, this is a very nice color set for flash colors. Very good selection, rich colors. The pigment is very dense and consistent. They are easy to use, and I think I will buy more of them in the future. Thanks for watching and see you next time.